Welcome to episode 2 of Now Showing at the Chaos Theater. This episode, videos from June. Wait a minute, who's this guy and where's Coffee? I am Tyranno Gamer.
I killed Coffee and buried his body in a field where you'll never find him, and this show is now mine.
With that said, let's begin. First up from the Silver Keyblade, top 10 things I despise in video games. That sounds really pleasant, don't you think? Let's take a look.
Okay, back in the day, save points were fine. In fact, they're still a little okay today. But the reason I hate them is because of how pointless they've become. We have autosave, so haven't save points kind of become obsolete? Even then, there are games that just can't work save points that well. Metroid Prime has multiple moments for me in which I need a save point that doesn't exist for the next 27 rooms. Kingdom Hearts has one game that allows you to quick save, a method of saving that rescues save points. All the other games force you to go through checkpoints that disappear should a Heartless, Nobody, or Unversed show up. I just don't see the necessity in it anymore. Even Cave Story uses save points. Why? At least add the quick save. Please? I'll send you ice cream.
Oh, ice cream, me, pick me, I want ice cream. Never mind. Next up, a countdown from That Rusty Gamer, alias the Red-Eyed Hound, top 10 rivalries in video games. Only showcased here due to luck. Let's take a look.
Sonic and Mario. Now before you all go ape shit on me and start the riot yelling, "This is unacceptable!" Just hear me out. I simply couldn't go without mentioning this rivalry. This was the biggest rivalry of the last century. One is fast, aggressive, and made every guy grease their hair to be more spiky than an anime protagonist, whereas the other is a fat plumber with a dodgy mustache who jumps on turtles and eats mushrooms. You did not live in the 90s without seeing or at least hearing about the war Nintendo and Sega had between themselves. Furthermore, since Mario and Sonic were the mascots of both companies, it was inevitable that they'd clash. But unfortunately for Sonic, Sega went and had a bit of bad luck and shot itself in the foot a few times, endangering the Blue Hedgehog's reputation. But then, who was it that came along and helped save them by including him in games like Super Smash Bros., allowing ports of Sonic games for Nintendo, and had an Olympic clash with them? Mario, of course. And this is why I believe this rivalry is so good. Even if the winner of this rivalry has already been decided, at least Mario isn't grudgeful towards the past and is respectful to Sonic. Good guy Nintendo, helping a buddy out when he needs.
Lemon grab. That is all. Unacceptable! And that is it for countdowns. Moving on. For our first review, we've got a man with a sexy accent, Pause Break Alex, comparing two well-known indie games, Cave Story and Fizz. Let's take a look.
Stop me if you had this one before. An 8-bit indie platformer walks into a bar and... Okay, the market is full to the brim with these, from Super Meat Boy to Braid to Vivi to La Milana to Banana Nababa to you get the point. Indie developers seem to churn these out like Michael Bay churns out explosions, but I think the two most influential to the scene are Cave Story and Fez, each for different reasons that I'll get into later. But which of these behemoths is stronger? A closer look is required. Cave Story, also known in Japanese as Dokutsu Monogatari, was released in 2004 for Windows. You play as an amnesiac robot trapped in the caves of a floating island. As you go through the game, shooting enemies with a variety of weapons and platforming in a mixture of Metroid and Mega Man style, seasoned with some Mario, you come across a race of rabbit dog people things called Mimigas. The Mimigas tell you about their plight, a man known only as the Doctor... Not that doctor! A man known only as the Doctor is kidnapping Amigas one by one and feeding them red flowers, thus causing them to promptly Hulk the fuck out. He plans to use an army of enraged Amigas to descend upon the surface of the world below and take over. Standard world domination fare. Cave's story didn't gather much attention in the West until a fan translation made by a group called Aeon Genesis hit the internet and made it a cult hit, but once it did, people were hopping on the craze like rabbits. Or Amigas, I guess.
That is one sexy accent. Next up, our friendly neighborhood quarter guy takes a look at one of the greatest RPGs ever to grace the Wii. Or Nintendo in general. Have a look.
As far as the music goes, do I really need to say anything? This game has one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. The list includes work by Yoko Shimomura, known for her work on Kingdom Hearts and the Mario & Luigi RPGs, Yasunori Mitsuda, who composed for Chrono Trigger, Mario Party, Kid Icarus Uprising, and both Xenogears and Xenosaga Episode 1, along with Manami Kiyota and music group Ace Plus, making for a dream team of musical amazement. Every song in the game fits its situation. There are dramatic and moving themes such as Unfinished Battle and Engage the Enemy, adventurous themes like Colony 9 and Gour Plains, intense battle themes such as Time to Fight and Mechanical Rhythm, and my intro theme, You Will Know Our Names, is to me what Fight the Night is to Josh. This is the song at the top of my Zombie Apocalypse playlist. As far as the voices are concerned, the English voice acting is very well done. The actors really come through in portraying this story, and it rarely sounds cheesy or forced. Unfortunately, there is one issue. The one-liners can get a bit repetitive. But hey, at least it's not as bad as...
It's no use! 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 It's no use!
Freaking flame Lionheart. And that does it for reviews. Moving on. For our first Let's Play, it's, man, I don't know, it was just, like, I received an anonymous email, and it had a video, I was like, put it in, I was like, okay, I've really never heard of this guy before, maybe one of you guys can help me out, let's take a look. I love an excuse to use a British accent. And there's another Galactic Grunts with maybe a British accent, but we don't know. You know what, from now on, I'm just going to assume every Galactic Grunt has a British accent. Every Team Galactic member has a British accent. I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait. One of the 4 commanders. My name is Mars. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than ours, but people have been showing I scroll through this text way too goddamn fast to read. What is wrong with me? I need to slow down when I'm playing these games. Anyway, Team Galactic, Commander Mars. I stuck with my British accent and I don't know I'm gonna let it go. Go, Ben! I thought she was gonna start out with a super tough Pokemon, so I threw out Ben. But she didn't start with a super tough Pokemon, and that kind of did that to me. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, I decided to leave Battle Scene off because it makes battles go by so much faster. I mean, Battle Scene looks nice and all, but I'm starting to fall in love with having it off because I don't know, it just speed things up quite nicely. And the animations are nice, but they're not necessary. I don't know. I guess it's nice. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nice. Everything's nice. Yeah, I really have no idea who that was. Next up, a bunch of slackers play Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Because Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Let's take a look.
Oh, well, this is a really easy boss.
Yeah.
Like, pathetically
Hello,
easy.
Lydia.
This can't be the final boss, guys. It's not scary enough.
Kirby games have terrifying final bosses.
I'm saying this... I'm very suspicious.
True villainous Magolor, we said that like 50 times already.
And it's kind of obvious.
I mean, if you ever played Superstar, you were automatically know.
Even if you hadn't played Superstar, you should automatically know.
I'm gonna hit his wings with my wings. It's Wingception. Burner!
Boom. There we go. The second phase. Everyone take one dragon. The one the crown does more damage though. Yeah, if you hit the one you're crying, then he does.
You're such a nerd, you know that?
It does.
You're such a turd!
I don't even know that because I just watched Brain Scratch's thing. And Cut is actually really good for this.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Gabe, you're like there. Never mind.
I don't give a... You think it's just hearing maniacal laughter back there?
Go, 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 go. Die, die, die.
Yes!
Yes! We did it!
And of course, I'm not there.
Yeah, we have time to do that.
Yeah. Wow, that took us like less
Well,
than
and
2
the
minutes.
Actually, it didn't even take a minute 30. And that is it for Let's Plays. Moving on. For our one and only music video, we have a video from a user whose name I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry, okay? And it's a music mashup, apparently. I'm not quite sure. Why don't you have a look, see if you can figure it out, because I don't know. I'm sorry.
I fade out, I hold out, I reach out to my true owner. I'm thinking of this on the whole moment. Yeah, but keep it true life, only if you realize you ain't nobody's life. See what it's here life, come to get it up, or better keep it back, raw.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Anyway, that's it for the music section. Moving on.
この想いを消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょうやり残してることをやり直してみたいから
For our first other video, Kaiskov09 rants against the Xbox One. Woohoo!
Microsoft, on the other hand, while they did shoot some good games, they were not enough to redeem the console. Because let's face it, the Xbox One is a console that should have never seen the light of day. And here's why. The 10 flaws of the Xbox One. Number 1. The voice command. Voice commands are incredibly unnecessary, and I bet that no core gamer wants them. Yes, it's true that they're optional, but it's still an addition that is raising the price of the console without any need. If people aren't gonna use it, then why spend money on it? Which leads to number 2, the price of the console. Microsoft. A console is not worth nearly 500 euros. Let me tell you a story of when the PS3 was launched. It cost us 600 euros and nobody wanted to buy it because the price was just too damn high for them. So you either wait a few more years for the price to drop under 300 or can be a good guy and release the console already under 300 euros.
You know, there's probably more than 10, but 10's just the most we can handle at this point without driving ourselves completely insane. And for our other video, we have the video from the same guy from the anonymous email, which I don't even know, and it's a compilation of things from a game which I've never even heard of, so who knows what the hell this is, but let's look at it anyway.
I just come my way, living every day. I don't worry, worrying not free. Things that bother you never bother me.
I don't even know. And that does it for other videos. Last segment, ahoy!
For 1,000 years I've waited here for you, waited every night.
That's it, actually.
This is unacceptable!
We need more submissions. More!
For 1,000 years I've waited here for you, waited every night. For I thought you were the answer to my life. Days turned into years and into centuries. Patience had to fade. Don't you see that there is vengeance in my eyes? Don't you cry for me, as lonely as I'll ever be. I'm pushing back into the start. Is there any way to fix a broken heart? Unacceptable!